Hello, everyone. It's Miss Mary, and I'd like to welcome you to Storytelling 3, Theme and Character Analysis. This is where we begin to add the magic to our story. Last episode we discussed narrative point of view, going over first, second, and third person narratives, and plot elements, including exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. Now on to the show. Let's begin with theme. The theme is the overarching message or lesson the story teaches. Think about why you were writing the story and what big idea you want to get across. To figure out what your theme is going to be, ask yourself what you want the characters to learn and what ways you'll have them grow and change. Some common story themes are growing up, the importance of family, taking care of the earth, working hard, being honest, determination, teamwork, and compassion. What are some themes of your favorite stories? If you've ever watched My Little Pony, friendship is clearly an important theme. Now that we've chosen some themes we want to include, the question becomes, how do we make them clear to the reader? This is where character traits come in. Having your characters possess or develop specific traits is one way to help readers understand the theme of your story. For example, if the main character shows bravery in the story, a theme might be courage. A hard-working character could represent trying your best, while a character that learns contentment could teach the reader the importance of being happy with what you have. So, we determined what our theme is and which character traits we want to use to establish it. But how do we make sure the reader recognizes these traits? This brings us to character analysis. There are several ways to include information that helps the reader understand the character's personality. You can either state their traits directly or leave the characters to figure them out. The first way to do this is action. Actions are the things that the characters do in the story. Use descriptive words to explain what the characters are doing and how they are doing it. When writing a character's actions, consider how the characters react to the different events in the story, how the characters treat each other, whether any of the characters change their behavior, and what you want the readers to understand about the characters from their actions. Next is thoughts. Thoughts are what the characters thinking in their mind through the story. Which character's thoughts the reader can know depends on the type of narration you've chosen. When writing a character's thoughts, consider what internal dialogue you want to include, what types of things the character thinks about, whether their thoughts are different from what they say and do, and what you want this to reveal to the reader. Third is feelings. The feelings are the emotions that the characters experience throughout the story. Most people go through many different emotions during the day, so your character should too. When writing emotions, think about how the characters feel about the different events in the story and why they might feel that way. It could help to imagine how you would feel in a similar situation. Then consider what you are trying to reveal about the character by sharing these feelings with the reader. Do these feelings change? Having a character's emotions towards something change might be a good way to show development and growth. You can never go wrong with these 5 basic emotions, but try to branch out, looking up new words that are more specific to the situation. Lastly, dialogue. Dialogue is the communication between characters. It brings the story to life and helps the reader visualize what is happening. The reader should feel like they're listening in on a conversation. Think about what words the character uses and how they speak to others. Then, consider what you are trying to reveal about the characters through their dialogue. Once we know what the characters are going to say, How do we write dialogue? First, remember to use quotation marks around everything that a character says. Use words like asked, shouted, murmured, laughed, and snapped so the reader knows how the words are said. When a new character begins speaking, start a new line. And that's it. Thanks for sharing your time and energy with me. Join me next time on Storytelling. Keep those minds and bodies growing.